Welcome to 360 Degrees Vietnam. This is the 6th episode in our journey to explore one of the most beautiful, bustling, and vibrant coastal cities in southeastern Vietnam. And guess what? The adventure isn't over yet. Today we're diving into the most unique museum in Vietnam, one that I believe few places in the world can compare to. If you're new to my channel, I highly recommend you check out the first 5 episodes of this series. But hey, maybe save that for after you finish this episode. For now, let me give you a quick introduction to this extraordinary ancient weapons museum. Since my YouTube channel is still fresh and growing, I'm guessing many of you watching this video might be first-time visitors to my channel. So let me share some fascinating details about this museum to give you a better understanding of the content you'll see in this video. And if you find my storytelling engaging, I'd really appreciate it if you could give me a like and subscribe to my channel. That way you won't miss out on more exciting explorations in the future. Oh, and don't hesitate to connect with me in the comments section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and chat with you about your impressions. Also, don't forget that you're watching a 360-degree video, which means you can fully control the direction of the view and explore every corner of this incredible museum. If you're unsure how to navigate the video, check out the instructions in the description box below for some quick tips. All right, let's jump right into the story, shall we? The unique allure of Vietnam's one-of-a-kind ancient weapons museum. Nestled within a historic building constructed during the French colonial era in the city of Vũng Tàu lies an extraordinary treasure trove, nearly 4,000 artifacts comprising weapons and battle uniforms from armies across various nations and eras, spanning ancient, medieval, and modern times. This is the Robert Taylor Museum of Ancient Weapons, a truly unparalleled museum in Vietnam and one that is exceptionally rare on a global scale. What makes it even more fascinating is the presence of a Gothic steel suit of armor, crafted in Germany and widely used across Europe by the Roman Empire during the 15th century. This remarkable piece is just one example of the museum's incredible collection, offering visitors a glimpse into the evolution of weaponry and military attire through history. The museum is conveniently located on Tran Hung Dao Street in Ward 1, Vũng Tàu City, making it an easily accessible destination for visitors traveling to this beautiful coastal city. Though it is relatively new and hasn't been around for long, its uniqueness has quickly made it a special attraction. It has become a remarkable cultural tourism destination, drawing in countless visitors. The Robert Taylor Museum of Ancient Weapons, also known as the Worldwide Museum, is the creation of Robert Taylor, a British citizen with a lifelong passion for collecting weaponry. From a young age, Mr. Taylor was fascinated by historical weapons, and over the course of more than 50 years, he dedicated his time, energy, and resources to amassing an extraordinary collection. His efforts took him across the globe, where he gathered nearly 4,000 ancient weapons and an impressive array of warrior costumes from various eras. After marrying Mrs. Nguyen Thi Tu Trang, he decided to settle permanently in Vietnam, his wife's homeland. In 2012, he transferred his entire collection to Vũng Tàu and established a private museum bearing his name. In its early days, the museum faced some challenges and wasn't open to the public on a regular basis. However, with the support and encouragement of Vũng Tau's local government, the museum reopened in 2016. Since then, it has become one of the city's must-visit attractions, rivaling iconic landmarks like the Lighthouse and the White Palace. This museum is not just a place to admire a massive collection of ancient weaponry, but also a testament to one man's passion and dedication to preserving history for future generations. It's a truly special experience for anyone visiting Vũng Tàu. With a display area of 1,500 square meters and nearly 4,000 artifacts, meticulously arranged in chronological order, the museum offers a clear and scientific layout divided into distinct sections. It vividly recreates and highlights key aspects of World War history through an impressive collection of weapons, armor, and battle attire from warriors and armies across various nations, spanning from ancient times to the early modern era. From the moment visitors step into the museum, they are immediately drawn in, transported back in time to revisit historical events and battles from thousands or even hundreds of years ago. Through the exhibits, visitors encounter the weapons, attire, and stories of warriors from different eras: Greek and Roman empires, crusaders, and the armies of nations like England, France, the Netherlands, and Germany during the Napoleonic Wars, a time marked by Europe's fierce conquests. Not only does the museum feature Western military artifacts, but it also boasts a fascinating collection from Eastern dynasties, such as the Han and Qin dynasties of China, and the once dominant Mongol Empire led by Genghis Khan, whose dreams of global supremacy left an indelible mark on history. Visitors can also marvel at the iconic samurai armor from Japan. The artifacts are presented in highly realistic dioramas with mannequins that bring the warriors and their gear to life. The collection spans from rudimentary early weapons like swords, spears, pikes, bows, and crossbows, to the emergence of firearms and cannons in the medieval era, which grew increasingly advanced in the early modern period. Among the standout pieces is a 2,000-year-old short sword, an extraordinary relic of history. The museum also showcases firearms of various types. Beyond those used in battles by soldiers and commanders, there are hunting guns and ornamental firearms that once adorned the homes of European aristocrats and nobility. These firearms are works of art in themselves, with intricately inlaid mother-of-pearl ivory details and decorative carvings. Some guns, weighing between 8 to 10 kilograms, required specialized stands for support during use. A particularly notable item is a Dutch-made flintlock musket from 1851, one of only 2 remaining in the world. While one resides in a museum in the United Kingdom, the other was acquired by Robert Taylor and is proudly displayed in this museum. The museum also houses smaller pistols crafted specifically for noble women and members of royal families, as well as hunting rifles known as kip guns, once used by ethnic groups in northern Vietnam during the 14th and 15th centuries. Equally captivating are the displays of armor and shields, such as the Gothic steel armor crafted in Germany and the Roman Empire during the late Middle Ages of the 15th century. Visitors can also admire the iron helmets worn by Greek warriors and the elaborate attire of Roman imperial guards from ancient times. Every piece in the collection tells a story, bringing history to life in a way that leaves an unforgettable impression on those who visit. Visiting the Robert Taylor Museum of Ancient Weapons offers a truly unique experience. Guests have the chance to witness firsthand the evolution of weaponry, from humanity's earliest tools of conflict to the advanced arms of the early modern era, spanning the continents of Europe and Asia. But beyond simply admiring ancient artifacts, visitors gain an indirect yet profound understanding of the cultural and historical landscapes of various nations through their military uniforms, weaponry, and the artistry and techniques of warfare. The collection not only showcases the ingenuity behind military innovations, but also highlights the steady progression of military art and technology throughout world history, from initial inventions to increasingly sophisticated designs over time. In a recent conversation, Mrs. Nguyen Thi Tu Trang, director of the Robert Taylor Museum of Ancient Weapons, shared that the museum is constantly working to expand its collection by acquiring new artifacts, enriching the already extensive displays for visitors to enjoy. Additionally, the museum plans to introduce experiential activities where guests can dress up in historical costumes and wield replica weapons. These immersive experiences will allow visitors to embody warriors from specific eras of history that they find fascinating, creating an opportunity to step into the roles of legendary figures from the past. This thoughtful approach not only enriches the museum's offerings, but also deepens the connection visitors feel to the historical narratives and cultures represented within its walls. Our journey exploring the Robert Taylor Museum of Ancient Weapons comes to an end here. Over the course of this video series, we visited all 5 exhibit halls, each brimming with fascinating artifacts. If you haven't had the chance to watch the previous episodes, don't worry. You can catch up as soon as this video ends. I've created a playlist for you and it will pop up on your screen. I highly recommend watching it to get a fuller picture of our journey through this beautiful coastal city, featuring the unique Christ the King statue of Vietnam and, of course, this one-of-a-kind weapons museum. In the next episode, episode 7, which will also be the final chapter of our Vũng Tàu exploration, I'll take you to Núi Lớn, also known as Bai Do. There you'll find a grand statue of the Virgin Mary gazing out toward the East Sea. This is a tranquil spot, much quieter and less bustling than Nui Na, Tao Phung Mountain, where the Christ the King statue stands. That's all I'll reveal for now. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next episode or any of the exciting adventures I have planned. Every video I create is a new story to share with you, and I promise to make each one as engaging and entertaining as possible. If you enjoy my stories and want to support my channel, please hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share it with your family and friends so they too can experience the beauty of Vietnam, my homeland. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you in episode 7.